Hey Taurus, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from March 28th through the 30th, 2025. This is for Taurus. Last shuffle for Taurus. Let's see what's going on. So Taurus, what we have is increase, and then we have back and forth. A lot of you are going to be weighing out your options over the weekend. You're going to be probably inundated with a plethora of options, right? I'm seeing that you need to focus more on what's best for you. Listen to all the options, of course. I'm seeing listen to every option that comes your way. But the lunar eclipse is going to reveal some stuff to you this weekend. Ooh, very much so. This lunar eclipse is going to reveal a lot of the times when you're acting as if you're cool with something and you're not really, you know what I mean? What makes you the happiest, basically, like what you were happy. It's going to reveal some things to you. Okay, I'm seeing the Akashic library being opened to you over the weekend, because that's what we're having, a lunar eclipse on the 29th, I believe, in the middle of the weekend. So you have the Fool, Ace of Cups, Devil, and Death, right, with increase. So this is about a lot coming towards you, a lot of new opportunities. You have options here. Now you can either act as if, right, you're okay with certain things, or you're going to do things for yourself. I think that you're already the type of person to do for yourself, but I'm seeing a person who doesn't want to disappoint other people. You don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want to be ashamed of anything, but it's important that you are very assertive and accepting new energy, new people. I'm seeing that someone here has elevated to a degree where they can no longer accept low vibrational energy, low vibrational people. And by doing so, that requires a lot of forgiveness. It requires a lot of focusing on the future rather than the past. And I think that someone, maybe it's like your intention is to forgive Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups, because you just want, it seems like in order to forgive, um, it would be to accept that we are not open, accept that we pretend we're open, that accept that we uh, want to change but don't really change. We just act the part of change. And so it's very important that we forgive. And by forgiving, for you and this energy, usually it means like, I accept the situation as it is, blah, blah, blah. But this is about not even focusing our energy on the past. No events, no nothing. We're not even looking at that anymore. Right now, I'm looking at what's right in front of me. Right now, I'm looking at right here, right now. I'm not going to focus on it, right? Especially if this happened to you as a child, something happened to your children, something is pertaining to children, or an illness of any sort. It's like we're not focusing our energy on the illness. We're not focusing our energy on the child or this or that, or when I would, whatever happened then. Right now, I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm going to see with my heart the messages, right? And by seeing with your heart, with the messages that came towards you or coming towards you, you see that people are doing the best that they freaking can, and sometimes that is the worst, right? Our parents do stuff to us, right? Our parents are dismissive or overbearing or whatever or absent. You know what I'm saying? You have to know that they did the best they could with what they have, even though what they did wasn't the best. It was just the best they could do with what they had in front of them. We don't, and sometimes you don't really know exactly what they're dealing with or what their issues really truly were. And when you finally sit down and talk to them, you're like, dang, I might have done the same thing if I had that going on. And I've actually gone through that myself. Like we all have our gripes, right? And I realized, I'm like, my parents did the very best that they could. They didn't do the worst job in the world, but nobody does the best, right? Because you're different, you're an individual. What most of us do as humans is we approach the world through our own lens, right? And so sometimes your lens can be foggy in certain places, whereas your child or the child or someone, your lens is pretty doggone clear about certain things, and you see things, you're different. You see a different set of something, right? Because even to that degree, we're all in different vantage points. I'm standing here, you're standing here. We have a different view or a different vantage point to this owl. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at this side, you're looking at it straight ahead. So you see something else that I don't see. And so there's something here about just accepting that part, and then saying, I'm not going to focus anymore on the past, or what you did or what you didn't do or what I didn't get. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on now, because your time in life is way too precious to waste. And Spirit wants you to really understand that with this back and forth. A lot of you want to be more open, and the way to open up is to just be like, you know what? I forgive. And I'm going to do it for me. I'm not doing it to say that you're cool now, right? No worries, whoever, right? It's more so to say that I'm good, and I need to open up space to think, dream, and imagine my reality, what I want to create in my reality. And I need to nurture myself. I can't waste all that time that you're thinking about the past. You are missing opportunities to nurture yourself now, to get well, to recover, right? Spirit wants you to be very assertive about this, okay? I'm seeing angel number 1919 breaks down to a singular 2. And this speaks a lot about cycles, about karma. And they want you to understand that it's time to release the need to control. If we are holding on to past events, then that means that we are controlling the present. We're not open to anything, because what happened to us made us say, from here on out, I need to have this in place, and I need to make sure I'm this way. And so holding, being, they're showing that releasing the need to control just based on that energy, because that's where it leads you. It seems like you may not be controlling, but you may be labeled as controlling. Someone may have said you were, and it all stems from not being able to forgive a situation. They're showing that you need to learn your lessons so you don't repeat them in the future. A lot of the lessons is that you've got to feel safe to be your true authentic self and do things for you, right? And it's okay to allow for certain, like, it's okay to give the benefit of the doubt. It's okay to experience new things, to be open to new. I'm seeing a lot of new coming towards you. 1919 may be coming up whenever something new comes up, and they're like, let go of the control. You can't control this. You can't control what's going to come into your life. You have to be open to new now. You can't control new, because you don't know what's coming up yet. You can't, right? You can't run that because it's new. Travel is the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, and this is an event, something that happens. It seems like your life changes, and it's going to change for the better. Whatever new comes in is actually going to change your life for the better. I'm seeing, like I said, your Cashapp library being open, okay? And by that, this would tell me that you have access to information that you didn't have before. A lot of times this is speaking about writing about your experience, okay? And you're seeing that you could write down your goals, and that your life will change drastically once you do so. There's a lot of energy in words, a lot of power in the word. And they're showing that you are usually this is about attaining a new or a higher self-awareness. Right now you may have a better understanding of motives, of people, of yourself, of why people do the things they do. Your intuition is heightened, okay? So that much is very clear. Now we have letting go. I cannot make this up, man. Of the Ace of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. It's almost to say that if you're needing to let go of any of the things, it's like you're holding on to uh, experiences with certain people, right? You're holding on to the conflicts that arise with certain people, or have arose with certain people. There's a need to understand their motives. Spirit kind of wants you to be back and forth about just forgiving or accepting that their motives, or the people, you're going to be able to see it very clearly. You need to let go of your perspective of the people as well in your space. The energy of everyone is saying that they want to work with you. They want to work with you to either build, rebuild, or to keep things going. And I'm seeing that you have got to be assertive about the changes, like be assertive in these changes, like saying yes without having anyone trying to cajole you or to persuade you. Okay, I'm seeing that your fears could cause you to be sort of, or make you feel that you are being reckless when you and nervous trying anything new, and that you are so creative, intelligent, a creative, intelligent person, that you can adopt anything, you can open up to anything. right? I'm seeing year of the rat, which makes someone very, very cautious. But year of the rat is year 2020, 2008, 1996, 84, 72, 60, 48, 36, 24, 24. Yeah. So these years could indicate the year in which someone was born, you were born, someone significant, or a significant situation or event. But it also could represent the fears, right? They're saying that you've got to harness the power of the year of the rat, the creativity, the intelligence, the knowing that justice, karmic justice, is at hand, right? Looking, lunar eclipse is going to bring about a lot of change. If someone was not well, all of a sudden you may see that you become well when you forgive, when you start living for yourself and nurturing oneself. Look into the color orange. That color is it inspires nurturing for you. Okay, so you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, a Scorpio, Aries, or a Capricorn. We also see Cancer and Pisces. So you could be an Aries Taurus cusp dealing with a Pisces Aries cusp. We have Scorpio Sagittarius cusp or Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.